10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and we're going. Okay, let's start off at the house. Speaking of the 90s being wild, my god. How the heck? Okay. So at one point in the 90s, they decided they were going to do, like, an easy bake oven for boys. Where you made, like, bugs called creepy crawlers. And somehow, somebody decided, you know what would be good? Ooh, bottle. You know what would be good is if we had an animated series about this. So somehow they took a toy where you baked like little gummy worms, and they turned it into an animated show with like superheroes who you were supposed to buy the action figures of. I'm gonna check the desert. They didn't even have edible varieties, it was all just like rubbery? For some reason I assumed that they would at least make some edible. They were just plastic jelly toys. Well, that's terrible. I hit that cactus. Ain't nobody want that. If I'm shelling out for something like the creepy crawler oven, I at least want to be able to, like, get a snack out of it or something, you know? Oh, look at that! It's a glove? Okay, armed with glove already. That's huge. The race room actually does reference gloves, so that's not bad at all. Okay, ooh. That's one item out of the castle. Yes, the sanctuary technically counts as part of the castle, I believe. And since I have gloves, I'm going to check the back of Escape too. My god, how did I already get the gloves? Yeah, at least the Easy Bake Oven. Heart piece. Red cane. Shield. At least the Easy Bake Oven, you could eat that stuff, you know? Terrible toy. Because, like, what do you do once you make a jelly worm? It's not like it's something that's fun to play with. Ooh, bombos. Okay, we have bombs, we have bombos. Once we find a sword, I'll actually be able to use that. Because if I don't find a sword, then I'll have to use the red cane. I just realized... Ooh, magic. I can use that. I just realized I didn't check the castle at all. Bombs? Yes, please. Alright. Almost full up on bombs. I do not need to worry about the safety bomb then. Let's check what Aga's got. Lumberjack Cave is 20 bucks. I don't care about 20 bucks. I will say I am enjoying that this witch lady's hat is like... she's like a witch maid. Fun combo. I don't care about 10 arrows. What am I doing? But yes, they totally had a TV show based off of that stupid oven. Gotta say, I am approving of the sprite. She may enter the rotation. let's check Blind's hut. So many bombs. I don't need to worry about bombs ever. I also... Oh, there's sword. Okay, we have... oh, and boomerang. I can officially check stun prize now. $20. Which means we almost have enough money to... we'll have enough money to go to the bottle vendor. We will have exactly enough money to go to the bottle vendor. I wonder now if... since you love Toho, I wonder if that's like, maybe you did a thing like I did with screen names. And now the screen name I was using when we first met is just... Oh man, I have the Titan's mitts now. Okay, we have all of the gloves. All of the gloves. And lamp! Oh my god, I love it. Basically, I misspelled something that's an IP for my original username that we met under. I'm like, I wonder if same for you. I don't know. Heart piece. Maybe worth it? I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah. It feels like it could be related, right? $100. Well, that makes up for the bottle vendor, at least. That chicken is stuck in the wall. He will be a snack for a Belmont. The bow? Okay, well, we can officially go finish Eastern Palace anytime now. The heck is going on? Alright, sick kid, what do you got for me? Half magic. Oh, I love it. Oh! You know what? That's also a good reference. I appreciate that group. I've seen them live. Bombs? I don't need those. Yeah, they came to town in, like, I want to say... I don't need to guess. Whatever year Hell Rook came out. Because they were doing a promotional tour for that. And I was dating somebody who was a big fan of them at the time. And so we went to the club they were playing at. And it was a good show. $50. I will grab $50. You know what? I haven't done map check. Okay, Eastern. We're gonna go to Eastern. I have not checked Uncle, and I will not check Uncle until I run out of other things to do. Yeah, good show. At that point, I believe I knew them primarily from the Mortal Kombat soundtrack. So, Asherla, what do you got in your closet? Where's Green Pendant? Swamp Palace. Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, Juke Joint Jezebel is a good track. Heart piece. Bombs. $20. What's my stun prize? 4 bombs is my stun prize. Alright, well, I'm good for bombs forever now. My god, it's hard to pick a favorite. A real thing is pretty good, but it's also very atypical for the rest of their stuff. The flippers! Oh my gosh. Well, that's one item out of here. There are 3 items in Eastern Palace, and that's 1. Yes, real thing is, of course, one of the songs off of How Rock, which is why I know it. It's one of the songs where, like, the lady does most of the singing. Which is not to say I don't like the guys singing too, but, like, you know, big key, alright. I had a thought that maybe I could just, like, go to the left side and skip this part of the dungeon, and then I was like, no, oh my god. And I was like, no, I might be skipping over the big key. And then it was there. God, she do. Alright. Invisible skeletons, die. Compass, okay. Looking like I probably have to go to the big key chest. I will skip that hint tile because I don't know why. Just because. The flute! Okay, there's one more item in here. I'm gonna go to the big key chest. Just to double check. There's a 50-50 shot that the last item is on the boss, or it's over here. I'm not feeling particularly risky in this dungeon right now. Especially considering I can do this very quickly because I do have the lamp. I can see exactly where I'm going. There is no risk when you have the lamp. Master Sword. I am so glad I came over here. Although, you know what? I just almost said to myself, that means I have the ability to go fight Aghanim. I don't need to fight Aghanim. I have the Titan's Mitts. I can go into the Dark World anytime I want. No. I do realize I can't necessarily enter the Dark World anytime I want, because the Dark World, there is the whole issue of you need the Moon Pearl in order to function in the Dark World. And if that's on the Pyramid Ledge, then the only way to get into the Dark World is via Aghanim. We'll find out. That's how it's done. I want all of the arrows for fighting these guys. Only Blitzen, Dhuvaburu, okay. Well, that's the fun thing about music these days, is you can just find whatever you're looking for on YouTube. Map, give me that. Crystal, give me that. Okay, well... I guess I'm going to the Sanctuary. I am going to check the King's Tomb. And then I'm going to go activate the flute. Once I've got the flute activated, I guess I will... I guess I'll go up the mountain. You know what? Once I got the flute activated, I'm going to check, Uncle. Going up the mountain is only a 2-check thing. Like, there's only 2 things I can... Well, 3 things, actually. There's the old man. I can rescue the old man. I can look inside of Spectacle Rock. And I can look on top, but I can't get what's up there. So yeah, only 2 things I can actually reach. But if one of them is the hookshot or the mirror, then that opens up a whole lot more. So, I don't know. It's tricky. Why am I deliberating? South Shore. South Shore has 5 items for me to look at. Okay, we're gonna go from here. I have full health, so I can use my sword beams. May as well grab that bomb. Excuse. Alright, what's going on in here? Heart piece. Bombs. 20 bucks. The hammer. And heart. Okay. This is interesting. I also have the flippers already, so I can also do the Lake Hylia checks. Which means I gotta check the guy under the bridge before I do other things. Because he might have 300 rupees. If he has 300 rupees, then I can go to Zora. Let me in. Okay, the book. Well, that's interesting. Book opens Desert Palace. Don't know if I want to do Desert Palace. It is a pendant and not green. That's 50 bucks over there. Green pendant is unique amongst the pendants because you can take it to Sahasrahla and he'll say, "Oh, look at that. Here, have some loot." And he gives you something. Alright, man, what do you got for me? A shield upgrade. Alright. Not quite what I was looking for, but it'll do. Okay, we will be checking the cave over here. Entirely possible that this will be something. 10 arrows, 50 bucks. Alright, well, we do not have Zora money yet. But I'm going to scout the area anyway. For all I know, there's something I need on the ledge down here. Hell, it might even be 300 bucks. It is bombs. Okay. And since you can't ask Zora what he's selling, we're just gonna leave. Alright, I guess up the mountain. I'll rescue the old man, I will look at Spectacle Rock. It'll be a good time. You coming with me, old man? He is very grateful for my assistance in this, a dark cave. Alright, not exactly useful. Ow. Oh, come on. Alright, fine. I do not need hyperspeed. I will just run the old-fashioned way. Until I get here, anyway. Then I'll hyperspeed. Look at how flowy her hair is from behind. This is a well-done sprite. I'm digging the sprite. Oh, mirror shield. Oh, wow. I have to get that before doing Turtle Rock. 20 bucks. Really? Okay, well, I know what's what. I was like, let's go into the Dark World and see what's going on, but I know Green Pendant Dungeon is, Green Pendant Dungeon is Swamp Palace. So I don't gotta worry about that. I know that the other pendants also come from dungeons here in the Light World, so that's very whatever. Uncle, what do you got for me? Heart piece. Alright. I don't need bombs, so I'm not going to bother stun prizing these guards. Bombs. Alright. Thing I said I didn't need. There's still more items in Hyrule Castle. It's worth checking out. If I don't refill my health, then I might be able to death warp too. Although I don't like death warps. They involve dying. Okay, 2 small keys. Yeah, I'm not going to death warp. I'll just save and quit out of the place if I get to Zelda's Cell and I don't find anything. Map. Okay. It's looking iffy. It's looking so iffy it could host actually. Oh, okay. New season's been good so far. 300 bucks. Oh my god. Okay, 300 bucks. That's my Zora money right there. Here's the plan. Only somewhat ill-advised. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give King Zora 500 bucks. Yeah, they had a whole episode about collectible card games. So, like, a lot of questions about Magic the Gathering, obviously, but also, you know, other things. There are a whole lot more collectible card games than I ever expected. Also, they did a couples episode. One of the couples was Emily Axford. Oh, look! What a waste of my money! One of the couples was Emily Axford and Brian Murphy. They are both wonderful. And it was very funny. There's just one part where Brian David Gilbert just says, Somebody said to him what might be the worst thing he's ever been told. He said he looks like a mechanic that fixes Discord servers. And he's like, ouch. Alright, well... I guess we're gonna do Desert Palace. I don't have a lot of options here. There are 2 items in Desert Palace. And my reward is a pendant, but not one of the good ones. So I'll just be looking to get the 2 items, probably. Ouch. Well, there's my big key. Which means from there I run to the left. We will check. What's sitting on top of this torch? It's the map. I don't care about that. That don't impress me much. Sure, it's got the map, but has it got the touch? There's a small key, which means now I go to the right. There are 2 chests on the right. It is absolutely possible that both of the dungeon items are over there. So I do need to check this. It would be a little silly to go directly to the boss. Kind of presumptuous. Because, like I said, there's 2 items in here. One of them has to be over here. Compass? Alright, it's just one of them. Ow. Moon Pearl! There's my progress. I think from there, I just leave. Finding the Moon Pearl is big enough on its own, I can just get out of here. Okay, well, let's go to Kakariko. I may lack Fire Rod, but I can get in here and I can do some things. With no mirror, there's no sense in me going up to check Graveyard Ledge, because I can't get into it from here. But once I find that mirror, it's on. I wish to play your game, sir. I made a little bit of money. I'm going to open this dungeon, but I'm not going to go in it just yet. Because I also want to check the C-shaped house. $1. Absolutely magical. Okay. I'll also check the brewery, why not? Bomb. I knew there was a good chance there'd be one in there. Please be something good. $5. It's 5 times as good as the last item I got. Alright. Let's go fight the bandit. You know what? I got the red cane. It's not as good against him as the blue cane, but it'll do. There's bombs. That's 1 item. This dungeon has 4 items. $50. That's 2 items. I became a mushroom somehow. Is that a thing she does? There's my big key. And the map. Okay. She got hit by the bunny beam and turned into a mushroom. I don't know anything about this property other than that it's like a bullet hell shooter. That particular subgenre of shmup. Usually the bunny beam is like indicative of something with the character. But if they're just like, I don't have a good sprite in mind for this, I could also see that, because it was just straight up the Zelda mushroom. Ow. Okay, hit that button, and off we go. I see I have a Discord notification, and it is Wordle. Compass, okay. Dash through these lizards, because they do so much damage. To the uninitiated, I play a daily guessing game called Metazua, where you're supposed to, like, figure out what the mystery animal for the day is in less than 20 guesses. And it only took me 4 today, which is pretty good. Must be Burb? You never know. I'm not going to spoil, because I know you play it too. No small key, which means hopefully the boss has an item. If the boss has a small key, we riot. And if we riot, hopefully we flip the pool. That is a Clone High reference. Ah! Excuse me, you are meant to get hit. Ow. There we go. Red Cane to the rescue. Heart piece. Well, that's something, alright. I already have 11 hearts. Oh my god. Alright, well that was that. I guess we'll go do the... I'll check the hammer pegs real quick. I may not be able to return the blacksmith right away, but I will check what's in their yard in the Dark World. If I find the mushroom, then I can also check what the magic bat has. Or if I find the powder. 20 bucks. Don't need it. Okay, we leave the blacksmith behind for the time being, because I can't take him into the dig game. But once I do the dig game, I can run around and take him with me when I do other things. So, dig game first, blacksmith second. Digging. It's like early social media internet. I dig. God, you know, in retrospect, that was a really good name for a website that you were supposed to, like, post things that you like on. and then it just... sneeze. And then it just never caught on. No mirror, so I can't check K45. So we'll just see what Stumpy has. The cape! Okay. Cape means next time I'm in Kakariko, I need to go around north and see what's going on the bumper ledge. We need bombs. We still need bombs. Heart piece. Not useful. 10 arrows. 20 bucks. Tempered sword? 20 bucks. Well, sword upgrade at least. That's something. Alright, blacksmith. You're going for a longer trip than I thought. I'm going to check the pyramid ledge, and then catfish, I guess. This frog is seeing more than he ever thought possible. I'm still not getting my hyperspeed off. What's going on? Pyramid ledge is hookshot. Okay. Love that. Such a fundamental item. Where's my other red crystal at, by the way? Misery Mire. Okay. Good to know. Actually, I do have the ability to finish Misery Mire. I should probably be doing that. Oh, we don't make good decisions. God, I know what part of my weekend is going to be looking like. I just got a new air fryer. So I'm going to have to set that up on the counter. Figure out how that works. See how it does on fries. Alright, what do you got for me? Heart. The full container. I'm just reminded of a recent Super Eye Patch Wolf short, where he was talking with Wooly about Irish notions. Ow. And how when he hung out with his mother, and he was like, oh, I'm gonna order us some food, I can just, like, get us something off of Uber Eats. Or DoorDash, or whatever they have over in Ireland. And his mother was like, oh, I don't really believe in that. Because, like, the idea of somebody just going to a restaurant to pick up your food was, like, kind of unbelievable to her. And he's like, no, it's fine, it'll work. See, here, well, let's try it out. So he orders the food. It shows up late and cold. 20 bucks, I don't need that. Well, that means I've gone all the way around. Okay, save and quit. It shows up cold, and he says to her, it's still good, we can just toss it in the air fryer real quick. And she's like, oh, air fryer? And he's just in his head like, I mean microwave. And she just says to him, oh, John, you've grown awful far from the muck you grew up in. Okay, I'm going to return the blacksmith first and foremost. Just the idea that your mother accuses you of being too fancy because you own an air fryer now. It's like alienated her from you. Oh, hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. I hope you had a good time. What were you playing this week? Always good to see you, of course. Even if I ain't seen you in a while. Realistically. Why did I say I can do this dungeon? Ether, I can't do this dungeon. Your mom said you're too fancy when you got one of those trash cans with a foot pedal, open it. Oh, I have one of those. The pedal kind of sucks. Don't work well. Blue mail. Oh, I'm Blue Witch now. I love it. Single arrow. I can shoot something. Okay, Misery Mire is a bust. Can't be doing things here. Splatoon and Animal Crossing. Val finally redeemed. Oh, 1 million point redeem. Huge. Absolutely gargantuan. That is a Brobdingnagian redeem right there. Well done. What's it good for? Ow. No! Okay, I got through. God, I know, like, in terms of, like, big redeems, my pal Leshy had one that was, like, everybody could put points towards it to do something, I don't remember. Force you to play a game with the Redeemer's Choice as long as it's not against Twitch TOS. Okay. So nothing that might bypass Steam's, you know, age ID at this point. Heart piece and 10 arrows, not something useful. Off we go. I wanted to reference a specific game, but then I remembered you are coming here from a explicitly safe for work stream. 20 bucks. Heart piece. 300 bucks. Ether. Okay, now I can do Misery Mire. Someone has a 300,000 point redeem, which is play Fortnite. Ah! Oh no, I fell down. I want to do bomb jump. Yeah, Tona, do you remember what Leshy's giant redeem that everybody could kick in for was? Like, it wouldn't be recommend a game, because, like, if everybody's kicking in for that, then that wouldn't make sense. Or is it, like, unlock viewer recommendations? 20 bucks over there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Going over here, I want to check Ether Tablet. It's been so long since they streamed, I've forgotten things. Well, we'll get there eventually, I hope. Bombs. Okay. I do miss making that stupid cat monster say things that were funny. I know Tower of Hera is a pendant, so I'm skipping it. I am, however, interested in doing Spiral Cave. Ow. Stop being electric, please. Ten arrows. Okay. Now, I know, like, Bagel Rabbit has a fairly sizable redeem that's, like, priority song request. But she's a very unique streamer, so I wouldn't imagine that sort of thing would work for anybody else. She plays violin over music that you recommend. Everybody gets one free song per stream. Well, not everybody. The queue can only really get so long, you know? Eventually it's like, she'd be streaming for like an hour, or she'd be like playing violin for like 5 hours, and nobody wants to do that. Like, that's a long stream. Quest log is also a great addition, even if my audio from the quest log is always super quiet. Ten arrows, 10 arrows. Oh my gosh. Well, there's always Hookshot Cave. I cannot get into Turtle Rock, but I can check to see what the Turtle Rock requirement is. What is my Turtle Rock requirement, please? It is Bombos. I can get in. Of course, I lack the Fire Rod, so I can't do much of anything once I'm in there. And I lack the Ice Rod, so I can't beat the boss once I do get in there. But otherwise, we're good to go. 50 bucks. Silver arrows. Very good find. Okay. And 10 arrows. Okay. Well. Thus armed with those, I'm going to go back to the light world. And I guess fly elsewhere? You know what? We're going to do Misery Mire. Oh, Bone's a great redeem, though. God, now I wonder, what happens if you do redeem something like that when they're offline? Does it just fire off as soon as they come back in? In which case, it would be hilarious to leave them a message with the cat. Alright. Not a bad room. It does nothing unless they're working on their stream offline. Okay. And if they are, then you've just jump scared them. There are a grand total of 2 items in this stupid dungeon. Excuse? Big key. Oh my gosh. Why did I come to Misery Mire first? Finding the big key there is what's known as God Mire. If you're in Go mode, you go directly to the boss from there. I am not in Go mode. Magic powder. That's 1 item. It's also a very good item to find. Why am I going up there? That is not where you want to go. I mean, it is a place you can go, but it doesn't do me any good. I shouldn't have wasted that key on that door. Because now I can't go in that door. I can't do anything over here. Oh, God. Okay. Ow. You have jump scared people who you know they're working on stream setup on the offline. That's fair. And you know what? Offline feels like the best place to do stream stuff. Setup, at least. If you're online, people can watch you screwing around. God, ridiculous. I came all the way for another key. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, if you can see VTube Studio fire up on someone's Steam, then you absolutely know what's going on. I didn't even think about that. Okay. I'm going to check this chest over here first. Small key. Alright. Might be useful. There's also sometimes how you get a pre-warning your friends who are streamers are streaming. That's also fair. Okay, lamp. Let's grab this chest for the compass. You hate to see it. Ow. Excuse me? I was holding my sword out. How did I get turned? That was so weird. Okay, so we're doing this place the old-fashioned way. Pushing the blocks into place ahead of time. And then we light these with our lamp. If I may quote Steve Carell, I love lamp. And now we watch while this happens. And I have a drink of water. Okay. God, I watched a video earlier where Jim Cummings was talking about his voice roles over the years. Heart piece. Okay, well, there's our second item. We are officially gonna get out of here. And I'm like, you know what? I thoroughly enjoy Jim Cummings. He's done so many iconic voices that I grew up with and continue to enjoy to this day. He's in basically every Warcraft expansion. Man was Lore Walker Cho. Or for the non-Warcraft players, Winnie the Pooh. You know, for a less obscure frame of reference. Winnie the Pooh, people know that character, right? Of course they do. I don't know, just Winnie the Pooh. Ow. Steel in Balto. Love that you say for the furries, as though Winnie the Pooh doesn't tick off some of those boxes. He was Tigger, which means he's proficient at bouncing on it. Look, if you're going to talk about what's caused more furries, it all kind of pales in comparison when you stack it up next to Renamon, let's be honest. Absolutely unqualified, uncontested queen of conversions right there. Alright, well, what am I going to do next? Next, I guess I'll do Eastern Palace. It's got 5 items in it. It's something I probably should have thought to do already when I was running around going to places looking for random stuff. Ow. Get me out of here, bird. Okay. Draw me off at Eastern. Let's go over to Pod. Okay, some of those are very new. Jury's still out on properties that are brand-ish new. I love that I say that, as though, like, I'm... How long ago was the original Zootopia? Because my brain tells me it's, like, 3 years ago, and I know that's not right. Tell me something horrifying like, Joe, that movie came out 7 years ago. 10 years ago. There we go. It's a 2016. Oh, miserable. Hey, if your propaganda stars a rabbit, does that make it lopaganda? Small key. Oh, I know it's not. Judy's ears go up. Pun too good, though. Crystal is 24 years old. I mean, yeah, Crystal is, you know, she's old school-ish. Ish, I say. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. The funniest thing is that she wasn't even intended for that game. Like, okay, no, she was intended for the game, but it was supposed to be her game. It wasn't supposed to be a Star Fox game. Nintendo was just like, nobody's gonna want to buy a game about a blue fox girl. Ooh, okay, well that's an item. And you know what? The fact that she has had such a long-lasting legacy of goons, let's be honest. I should have gone through the other portal. Okay. I think she could have sold her own game. I think that by putting Crystal into a Star Fox game as kind of a background character, Nintendo couldn't deprive themselves of another valuable IP. They could have had Star Fox, they could have had Crystal. I haven't done much of Star Fox. It's true. They saw what the internet did with Luigi and Bowser after the Mario movie trailer, and they said, wait a minute. My timetables are completely off here, but it's worth a joke. Yeah, Star Fox is like, I don't know, maybe people just aren't that down for aerial combat games, or maybe Nintendo is just bad at reading what its fans want. Compass, oh boy. Heart piece, okay. Small key, alright. I will say, no matter how bad at reading, we got that legally distinct Dog Fox game coming out. I do not know of this Dog Fox game. Small key. Alright, we used a small key to get the small key. We don't have a big key yet, which means it's going to be in one of the chests in here. Which means the other chest in here should be an item. It was 20 bucks. Okay. Nothing spectacular, but something, I guess. Wild Blue Skies is the game. Is it a Nintendo game, or is it being made by an independent developer? Bombs. Miserable. Oh my god. I just want the mirror, please. Like, I don't just want the mirror, I also want the fire rod and the ice rod, but still. Made by former devs of Star Fox 64 and Indie. Okay, well. that is going to be a spiritual successor to Star Fox. Alright, we're gonna go kill the boss now. There we go. And we'll grab all these arrows, because I want arrows. God, I downloaded a game way back that's supposed to be, like, considered a spiritual successor to Castlevania that, like, Iga was even involved with. Bloodstained the Ritual. And I was all hyped for it, and then I never actually sat down and, like, gave it a good go. So, like, I don't know. Maybe that should go on my list of possible contenders for game. I'm like, what do these words mean? Oh, okay. I have never used initials for that Discord server. Alright, I need to hit this guy in the face 17 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I usually just call it Art Champ. And 20 rupees. Where is my mirror? Oh my god. Okay, it's alright. We can still do Ice Palace. I can get to Ice Palace relatively quickly from... No, I can't. I literally can't. With no mirror, I can't get into Ice Palace from here. I need to save and quit. You know what? Magic Bat. Don't talk to that lady. She is evil, she is a narc, she will turn you in. For witchcraft. Sprinkle. Alright, Magic Bat, what do you got for me? Magic Bat has for me the blue cane. Interesting. Not quite what I was after, but it's something. Let's get out of here and let's go to, I guess, Ice Palace. Successfully deflected. I have a bottle of green potions, so worst case scenario, I do have the ability to get my magic back. Because I am going to be burning through it using bombos to clear rooms that have this guy in them. Well, let's check the hint tile too while we're here. If all else fails, use fire. Why, thank you for that hint tile. That thing that I would not have figured out on my own. I'll take that. Magic is going to be at a premium in here, so I'm taking what I can get. Ice Rod! Worth coming here already. Because, of course, Turtle Rock. Okay. So we're going to do Ice Palace from behind again. We're going to get it on our first try. I love that. The mirror. Okay. Ice Palace. Huge. I don't need to pull that tongue. That just opens the door over here again. I just need to leave. God, I love finding that mirror here, though. We got, I think, just 2 items so far out of this place. Melt these dudes, grab this chest. Okay. We do not have the big key, so we need to continue on. Excuse. Okay, go through. Okay, Iced Tea, what do you got for me? Iced Tea, you gotta have the big key, right? Yeah, you do. Okay. Which means the boss should have one of the last items. Also gonna run back over here and get what's in the big chest. Small key. Sure. Okay. Yeah, dude. He's following me. I don't like him. Magic off those dudes, fine. Doesn't matter, I'll grab these 2 from here. I will... Oh, hammer next. Now we're ready for him. We'll cast the Bombos and bust this guy out of his icy shell. Unfortunately, no Fire Rod means I gotta fight this guy entirely with sword. You know what? That didn't go too badly. Fire Rod? Compass. Okay. Well, we got the mirror, which means now I can do things. I can check Cave 45, I can check Checkerboard Cave, I can just get out of here. Where are the last 2? Okay, the last 2 are in the Dark World. Let's get out of here. First, I want Checkerboard Cave. Why? I don't know. Satisfy my curiosity. Plus, I gotta look at this. Skull Woods, I need Fire Rod. I need Fire Rod for both of these. I should probably check Skull Woods. We're not going to do it yet, though. Empty bottle. Bottles are useful. I'm taking it. I want at least 2. All I have is magic potion right now. Not the most useful thing I could have. Off to Link's house, so I can then enter the Dark World from over here. God, what's more useful? K45 or... K45 or Pyramid Fairy? Nah. Get away from me, guys. You know what? K45 will be quicker. We'll do that. Okay. K45 is Bloomerang. I don't care about that. Skipping it. Pyramid Fairy is not a bad bet, too. I can also see what I'll fill my bottle with when I go over there. There is one more item in the Dark World that not the Dark World, in Hyrule Castle that I could, in theory, pick up. I don't want to go into Hyrule Castle, but it is on the list. Okay. Juke these guys. Let's see what is in Pyramid Fairy's... Well, inside the Pyramid Fairy's room. Alright, we have Butter Sword, 20 bucks, and a bottle filled with B. I don't need B. Okay, well... No, you know what? I'm like, I could like mirror out and then flute somewhere. You know what else I could do? I could also go check the graveyard ledge, which I've not done. There's an item in there. What is it? I don't know. That's what we're gonna find out. Can't get in that way. Okay, once I get in there, I need bombs, and from there I will do something. $300. Why am I grabbing it? I don't know. Wait, did I check bump? Oh, well, there we go. I don't remember if I checked Bumper Ledge or not. I want to say I probably did when I got the cape. Suppose I could give it a quick look. Once I'm in the Dark World. Things I hadn't considered until just this second. What if this is a pedestal seed? Yeah, you know, if this was a pedestal seed, then that'd be 2 weeks in a row, which would be weird. Not unheard of. I need to go out and jump in a hole. I'm going to check this chest first for a very specific reason. Compass. Okay. Because when I open the chest in this room, the floor opens up. I don't want to be dodging holes. Small key. My god, are you serious? There's small keys in here. Alright, well that means that our actual progress is in the back of the dungeon. So off we go. There are 2 items in this stupid dungeon I'm doing. Just 2. But it does give us the ability to check the pedestal along the way. So, I guess there's that at least. Also, Wallmaster is a total pox in here. He will come down and ruin your day. Okay, well that's 1 item. That's not promising. Unless I also grabbed one in the front half of the dungeon, but I don't think I did. That does mean that the big key is in the next area, so... okay. Entirely possible that Fire Rod is going to be in here. That wouldn't even necessarily be the worst thing. It's just health. It's just health. Okay, can't do Skull Woods. Let's get out of here. And let's go to... You know, we're gonna... No, I'm not gonna do this. Bird, get me out of here. We're gonna go check that last chest in Hyrule Castle. It's probably not anything useful, but just to get it out of the way, if that's the Fire Rod, then we're gonna be kicking ourselves. Only a little, though. Last item in Hyrule Castle, I just dashed straight up this way. I think it's faster to do this from the front. Extremely crisp dash lines. Alright, what do you... Excuse me? The shovel! Oh my god, they're sending me on a fetch quest. I never go over here in the randomizer. It's weird. Well, I definitely talked to Stumpy, so I don't need to deal with him. Shovel, though. I've had the ability to get this shovel for quite some time. It's 300 bucks. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna grab Blue Potion. I just want it. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance here. We're gonna go into... We're gonna go into Turtle Rock. That's my plan. Turtle Rock. There is 1 chest I can check in this dungeon. If the 1 chest I can check in this dungeon has the Fire Rod, then we're in go mode. If it doesn't, then whatever. Time on the race is officially at 1 hour, 20 minutes. The fact that we know it's not a pedestal seat means people could be finishing up any time. Although I don't want to jinx it. Alright, Bombos, do your thing. Open up this turtle face. And while that happens, I have a drink. Important to stay hydrated. Yeah. Hey, hint tile. Cash is in Spectacle Rock. Not useful in the slightest. Is this a gamble? I don't know. I'm just checking. Might be a gamble. I don't know. Small key. Alright. I never did get that mirror shield that I know exactly where it is. This is a little bit silly, but we can do this. I get in here, I can kill this guy for another small key. Flawless execution, unfortunately, stuck. Out we go. You know what? Tower of Hair is right here. I may as well do that. There's 2 items in Tower of Hera. I have the ability to get both of them. And after I'm done in Tower of Hera, I can also grab the Mirror Shield and whatever's in Spike Cave. Big key! Small key? Map. Cool, he didn't drop anything. Nope, I was misaligned. Okay. Up to the top of the dungeon. If we don't find a small key in our journeys here, that's great. If we do find a small key, then we gotta detour back down to the basement. Okay, that's one item. Bombs. There's a small key. We hate it. Armor's Misery Mire. Okay, yeah, we have that. I've already been through Misery Mire. It is entirely possible that the boss has the last item in here, and the basement contains the compass. Buttersword makes short work of this guy. Heart piece. Okay. Tower of Hera, a bust. Why did I grab that? Now I have to wait for the fanfare to end. That Dead Rock was coming right for me. Oh, I hate him. Alright, give me that mirror shield. Go back into the Dark World and let's go do Spike Cave. Which at this point is more Spike Cave. I don't have the bug net, so I can't catch that fairy. I got a lot of health, though. Are you serious? Okay. Not in Spike Cave. I don't want to do Swamp Palace, but it's looking like I'm doing Swamp Palace. Zelda, give me health. Okay. Well, the good news is, armed with the mirror, we are able to get into Swamp Palace, at least. Everybody else is going to be wanting to put off doing Swamp Palace. For exactly the reason I was putting off doing Swamp Palace. It's a pendant dungeon. There's a lot of chests in there. There are. Okay, there's 6 items in Swamp Palace. But here's the thing. It's also got the green pendant as a reward. So, there's technically 7 items to get from this place. So it is kind of the mother lode in terms of dungeons. Unfortunately, with Hypna asleep, they will not be around to watch me shave an eyeball. Assuming I need to kill him to get the fire rod. It's possible the fire rod's going to be in the second chest I open up in this place. Can't be in the first, because the first chest is going to have a small key. Right there. Okay, second chest, what do you have for me? Map. Alright. How did I get through that without getting hit by anything? Weird. Okay. We're stealing a key. And we're gonna do Specky Clip. To the best of my ability. Yeah. Grab that key too. We now have 2 keys. Two keys, of course, is only slightly worse than having 2 knives. There's the big key. Alright. Finding that means I'm just going to check this chest right away. Okay. So I don't need that. That skull over there that's now underwater has a small key under it, which I don't need because I stole one from another thing. Stealing the key actually is, I think, faster than using Diver Down to get through there. Ow. Ow. Diver Down is still quite useful, though, for the back half of the dungeon. Which, unless one of these 2 chests has what I'm looking for, I will be visiting. Quake. Not what I'm after, but it is an item. And... okay. Back half of the dungeon it is. Which is fine, like I mentioned earlier, I got Diver down. Which is an interesting stand ability. If you know anything about the JoJo's, yeah. It's not actually called Diver Down in JoJo's. It's something similar, though. I think in the dub they called it, like, Diver Drive or something like that. I don't remember what song it's named after. 20 bucks. Compass. Yeah, basically there's a dude who can, like, swim through the ground. Oh my god, they are gonna make me go fight the boss. I can never remember what the name of the guy who uses that stand is even. What I don't remember what his name is. Might be Anasui? Which is, he's named after a fashion designer, I believe. Part 6 is where Araki really started getting into fashion. Go! Really? Okay, well, eyeball officially shaved and poked. For a heart container. Alright. Well, we got the green pendant now. Let's take that to Sahasrahla and hopefully get us Fire Rod. If it's not on him, then I don't know. If it's not on him, it might be on Purple Chest. I just realized I never did that. I don't think I checked the Bombos tablet either. Let's do that while I'm over here. I just did a whole ass dungeon. It might just be that I need to come over here and read a book. Ten arrows. Okay. It's not locked behind coming over here and reading a book. Which I'm kind of glad for. That would be incredibly bad. In terms of getting a good time on this race. Yeah, okay. Alright, Sahasrahla. Have you got my Fire Rod? You've got my Fire Rod. I can't even believe the fetch quest chain that was stuck behind. Okay. Alright. So we're in Go mode now. Back to Kakariko. Let's go straight to the Moth. Don't need anything else. We just need to kill the Moth. Then we need to go kill Trinex. We have everything we need. Swamp Palace, my god. Except not even Swamp Palace. The pendant turn in from Swamp Palace. Nobody's gonna want to do that. How dare. Alright, we're in. Directly to the back. Let's go. Mummies. Why am I concerning myself with how much magic I'm using? I have half magic, and I have the gold sword. Mothula will not stand a chance. Actually, gold sword is not as good against Mothula as you might think. Whatever, it's fine, it's fine. Alright, Moth. Okay, there we go. I'm playing it fast and loose here. Heart piece, okay. I think that's the second item from the dungeon. Which is fine. And you know what? We got the big shield, we got the gold sword. In theory, Turtle Rock won't be so bad, because I can at least block the BMOS lasers with my mirror shield. Let's get out of here and up the mountain. I wanted to grapple to the rock, but the dead rock got in my way. The worst. Okay. Why not? Give me some health. God, there's a meal that I used to cook somewhat regularly. It's tasty and a lot of good food, and I couldn't do it once my previous air fryer broke. I'm excited to be able to cook that again, actually. It's a chicken and potatoes dish. Nothing super fancy, there's just a Caribbean spice that I like to put on things. And it's really good on chicken, and it's really good on potatoes. I've gone the wrong way! Can't even believe I went the wrong way. Share, please? Yeah, sure, come on up. I don't know how to cook a lot of things, but the things that I do know how to cook, I think are pretty good. Big key and small key. Okay. From there, we mirror back to the front, refill our magic, and continue on our merry way. Into the back, past the chain chomps, which I will not screw around with because I have no reason to. That skull can go ahead and get ignored. This bouncing guy can also be ignored. Chain chomps can be ignored. We just leave. We already got the chest. Wait for that guy to get out of the way. Dash down here, get hit by that guy and lose a little magic. We hate it. God, I'm going to be excited to see what I'm watching this week. I haven't really doubled up any weeks yet, but at some point I may want to. Oh! There's the mushroom again. Servo just finished. hour and 40 in. Health. Okay. Which means I guess now we're just waiting to see how everybody else trickle in too. Pretty good. I took a little bit of a hit there, but whatever. I am not going to do Mimic Cave. It can't have anything relevant to the dungeon in it. Might have Bug Net, maybe? I don't need Bug Net. Bombs. Taco has also finished. Those two were pretty close. A minute and 10 seconds between the both of them. That's a very reasonable time. Small key. Which, it had to be that. There's Sartez also finishing. 40 seconds after the two of them. Step on that, and then we go around. I did not expect to get hit. Yeah, it's fine. Minimal damage, not that big a deal. We need a small key off of Laser Bridge. There it is. I'm feeling sassy. I'm going to keep looking. The map. 10 arrows. And, okay, heart piece. Or heart piece. Full heart container. We have all of the health. Realized I don't need to dash for that move. So that's very whatever. Okay. We need the Ice Rod first to kill the Firehead. That'll be what pops out first. Oh my god, I'm screwing it up. Oh god, I'm screwing it up. Do not die. Oh, there goes my blue potion. Oh man. I hope I don't miss that blue potion. That is potentially a big deal because I don't have a way to bottle fairies and I don't have any health potions. 20 bucks, okay. If that had been... oh, there's Kara finishing as well. If that had been the Bug Net, then I could have taken all that back. But no. We just need to be careful. Okay, that's just bombs. Hey, you know what? We can be careful. Sure we can. I know I'm going to need the hammer first. Let's get it ready. Alright, Ganna's Tower, open up. I am shocked I was able to drink a Pepsi that fast. Okay. Let's check Last Hope Room. Compass. Now I know where the boss is. Small key. Alright. I love that I got the hammer out and then I didn't need it right away. I needed the other thing first. Okay. You need the hammer for this side. Another small key. Yeah, let's grab that. Okay, there's a thing I like to do here, which is hammer dash. Okay. Also bonking. I adore bonking. It's such a fun mechanic. There's our big key. Another small key and the bug net. Okay. Alright. Well, we have the big key now, so we're going up the tower, regardless. If I stumble across fairies, say in anti-fairy form, there we go. Guys, you're supposed to move. Come on. Don't make me work for it. Mimics drop magic. Good to know. I'll take those arrows as well. Okay. We dislike Stalfos still. I'll take that little magic, sure. Are you serious? Okay. You know what? I don't even want to bother with the fire rod on these guys. They just take 2 hits with the gold sword. It's just easier. A little refill room here. Oh, red cane. I need you. Now we just run through these guys and we get the red cane ready for the next room too. Excuse. I want the health. Oh, I always love when you just kill a pack of guards, like, you just run through and you only kill one of them, and the other guys don't even notice until you're already gone. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Alright. It's because I got bonked by that fire stick so much. Okay. I will take this health. I will grab this magic. So I used more magic on that than I would like to. Small key. Don't give me that. Give me a bottle with something in it. Bombs. Ugh. I don't need all these small keys. I'm going to leave that one on the floor back there. The fact that I'm playing as like a witchy nun or a witchy maid right now has me like, I wonder if there's like a brisket skin for the game. All my homies like brisket. She's great. One hit. Don't bonk me. Don't bonk me. Okay, be dead. Crunch. I'm gonna check the last chest. Bombs. Okay. I don't know why I always check it. Because I'm a little bit curious like that. But it is what it is. Always bad. Maid just finished as well. Means there are... It's like 5 people still running? One hit. Two hits. Blue balls. Four hits. 6 hits. He's dead. Alright. Pig comes out. Flies away. When pigs fly has become just now. Ah. I'm like, what's this second Discord notification I've got? It's Nova. Alright, Ganon. Having the time you love me, couldn't do no wrong. Okay. I don't know what song you're referencing there, Ganon. Doesn't matter. You're about to die. Ow. Ah! How? My sword went right through him! Hitboxes. There's some bullshit. I'm gonna hit him more because I hate him. I'm gonna switch to the lamp too. I know I don't need the torch glitch, but I want it. No! Are you serious? What is he doing? Alright, well that was a pretty quick Ganon fight. I can't believe I took that chance on the corner. Alright, let's go get some triangles. Done. At the time of 1 hour, 55 minutes, and 9 seconds. I get to drink from the fire hose. I understood that reference. If you've not seen UHF, that's where it's from. Fellowship of the Ring, yeah, sure. Some of these repeat, some of them give you something new, like... I can't even begin to pronounce that. Saku-Racing? Saku-Racing? I don't know. I have never seen that word before. Your uncle is healthy. They tell you what Zora sells. Okay, the mushroom turns in for health. Didn't need that. Fat Cat Boy is rich again. Money. I almost never bother with the Queen of the Fairies there. Magic Saving Kid. Oh yeah, I did get half magic from that kid. Very useful item. Gary the Old Man. Alright, Gary it is. Dancing Pickles. Yeah, the descendants of the 7 wise men. You have Sahasrara, you have Agina, and you have Gary. I guess. God, it reminds me. Okay, there is a comic strip character from like the Saturday morning comic strips. Saturday morning comic strips? The newspaper comic strips. He also had a Saturday morning cartoon in the 80s, but that's beside the point. Mandrake the Magician. He is a magician who casts magic. He dresses like a stage magician, top hat, cape, all that stuff. And I swear to God, he has 2 brothers. He has a brother named... So his parents named him Mandrake. They named his brother Lucifer. And his other brother is Derek. That's what those 3 guys there reminded me of. Derek. If you've ever seen the old animated series Defenders of the Earth, he's in that. It's ridiculous. He teams up with Flash Gordon and the Phantom, like from the 90s Billy Zane movie with the purple bodysuit. And since they needed 4 guys, they decided to promote Mandrake's sidekick to full hero status. He gets a ridiculous voice line in the theme song when they're naming everybody, and they get to him and the guy, Lothar! And I'm like, oh god. It's such an over-the-top song. Check it out, highly recommend. Let's fast forward these credits and get to the things now. First sword, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, and 0.5 seconds. Oh my god, how did I do that? Flute in 11 minutes, mirror in 1 hour and 4. That was kind of a load-bearing mirror right there. 2 boss kills with the Master Sword, 3 with the Tempered Sword, 6 with the Gold Sword. 931 damage taken, 741 magic used. I barely did anything. What the hell? 49 bonks, 11 saves and quits. No deaths, no fairy revivals. It was close a couple of times. I spent 2.5 minutes in menus and almost 8.5 minutes lagging. 175 out of 216. Total time 153.17. Or, as I've said, in real time, 1 hour, 55 minutes, 9 seconds. Respectable. We were right on schedule. Alright, we missed 1 pendant. At least 1 heart piece? Maybe more? 2 bottles and the mushroom. We know that the mushroom was turned in for health, though, so that's probably where that came from. Yeah, that is our race for the evening. That is where we say a good night to YouTube. YouTube, it's Monday for you, which means come back in 2 days, and there will be new Fallout. It'll be good. Probably. Maybe? I don't know. You be the judge.